TV Tonight begins right now. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Flora Atieno. Tonight, salaried Kenyans are bracing for a payroll shock this month following the decision by the Kenya Revenue Authority to backdate new taxes, which are July 1st, 2023, as their effective date as provided for in the Finance Act of 2023. Now, among the changes which will slash Kenyans' take-home pay are deductions towards the housing levy and the new tax rates targeting those earning at least $500,000 shillings in monthly gross pay. Also bracing for a hard hit are small businesses given the backdating of increased turnover tax at 3% to July 1st. We begin tonight with NTV's Nina Shaban.
On July 28th, the Court of Appeal lifted the conservatory orders that had barred implementation of the Finance Act 2023, paving way for the Kenya Revenue Authority KRA to collect new taxes, seeking to raise an additional 211 billion shillings in taxes. The Kenya Revenue Authority has now made it public that provisions which had July 1st as their effective date will be backdated, implying a number of Kenyans underpaid for July, given that the conservatory orders were lifted after the payrolls had been processed. The housing levy deducted at 1.5% of an employee's gross pay, matched by another 1.5% by the employer, will now kick in this month, with the likelihood that employers will have to make two deductions for July and August, subject to the 2/3 rule on payslip deductions.
So don't sugarcoat it. Don't call it anything else. It's a tax.
Yeah.
And so because we listened to the public, we made it a tax. And so the administration of the housing levy is going to be as any other tax.
Kenyans who earn a gross monthly salary of 500,000 shillings and above will also be hit after KRA backdated the new pay-as-you-earn tax rates to July 1st. Those who earn between 500,000 and 800,000 shillings will now be subjected to a new tax rate of 32.5%, while those earning 800,000 shillings and above will now be slapped with a new rate of 35%.
The tax rates went up for people who are earning 500,000 shillings or more.
Yeah.
The new tax rate there is 32.5%. And anyone who earns 800,000 shillings or more, the tax rate has gone up to 35%. Effectively, what would happen is that for that amount, which would have fallen into that tax bracket, if it is not paid, at the time when the employee will be filing their own tax return at the end of the year, they will find that the iTax system will still demand from them the deficit.
Also hit by the backdating are small businesses whose annual turnover ranges between 1 million and 25 million shillings annually. The turnover tax rate has been revised upward from 1% to 3%, and the same has been backdated to July 1st. The key catch here is that given the reduction of the band of eligibility from the previous 1 million to 50 million shillings in annual turnover to the new 1 million to 25 million, those most hit by the backdating are businesses with an annual turnover ranging between 25 million and 50 million shillings, given that they will now be subject to corporate tax at 30% starting July 1st.
To think that we're unfairly targeting the employer, I think it's quite unfair, because actually what the turnover tax does is it taxes your turnover, not your profit.
That's true.
It is, okay, you've sold how much? So you have sold 5k, fine. Give us 3% of what you've sold.
The three-judge bench, constituted by Chief Justice Martha Koome, is set to hear a mention of the petition challenging the Finance Act of 2023 on August 7th, starting 10 a.m. Nina Shaban, NTV.
Our president